I believe that every plot, no matter how challenging, is just a beautiful garden waiting to emerge.
So my team and I are coming to the aid of some extraordinary people. Hello. And turning their unloved outdoor spaces
Right, well, there's definitely scope for improvement.
into breathtaking gardens.
Oh, my God. Don't believe it. Oh, my God.
Welcome to Love Your Garden. This week, I'm in Hull.
The amazing lady I've come here to surprise today may be 90 years old, but she absolutely epitomises British get up and go.
In the Second World War, when imported food was in short supply and Britain had run out of young men to farm the land, it was young women like Iris Newbold who stepped in and helped feed the nation as proud members of the Women's Land Army. Now, twice widowed and aged 90, Iris remains a proud land girl. And far from taking it easy, she's still out there spreading the word.
It's her passion in life to teach people what it was like during the war, because none of us know, even of my generation, we don't realise how hard it was.
Her land girl experience ignited a love of nature, and after the war, Iris's garden became her new passion. After 35 years of tending this patch of land, she's now struggling to stay on top of it.
She can't tend the garden. If she bends over to try and pull a weed out, she'll fall over.
Instead of being a comfort, her garden now is only a reminder of loss. So Iris's friends and family have asked me to step in.
Every Tuesday, Iris comes here to the Derby and Joan for the afternoon tea dance.
Ballroom dancing has been her other great passion in life, so I'm here to perform a gentleman's excuse me.
Can I cut in? Hello.
Wow! Wow! Am I dreaming? Not to heaven.
How I wish my wife said that. How are you?
I'm fine now.
You're fine now. Well, I can see you're a bit of a Ginger Rogers.
Oh, yes. In the Land Army, we used to dance in our uniforms and they broke heavy boots then.
In your boots? Well, now I gather you were a very keen gardener,
Yes.
but now not quite so nimble going down the garden path.
It's bending.
Yeah.
And I bend, I fall over. I can't get back up.
So you could do with a bit of a garden
Well,
improvement.
could I, yes.
Shall we go and have a look at it?
Time I whisked this particular Cinderella back home to see exactly what I'm up against.
I can't believe this.
So you've obviously been very keen gardener.
Yes, I was all my life. We used to grow vegetables and salads.
Iris's precious little backyard is a shell of its former glory. Even her once pretty front garden has drifted away from her too.
What's the problem with it from your point of view?
Well, I've fallen twice, actually. Yes, and the second time I finished up in hospital.
Oh.
So my son said, OK, enough's enough, keep out of the garden. Well,
Not what you wanted to hear.
no, very, very upset.
Not to be able to get out and enjoy her garden is a kind of torture for Iris. And I think this modest land girl really deserves better.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Take care, Iris. Bye-bye.
So I've arranged for her to spend a few days with her relatives while we get started.
She's got a smile that melts your heart, don't you think? I've got so much to get into this garden that feeds the dancer, feeds the land girl, feeds the gardener. And it's only tiny.
So while the team get busy stripping out the old garden, I need to figure out how to create a new one that Iris will cherish. Lucky for me, I have my very own land army to set my plans in motion. David Dominy, Katie Rushworth and Francis Tophill. I've come up with a formal circular design. Symmetrical raised beds filled with colour and scent will hug David's circular patio dance floor. At the bottom of the garden, Katie will plant a raised bed with Iris's beloved fruit and veg and furnish the walls and summerhouse with colourful memories to keep her company. Out the front, Francis's garden will sport a raised bed design that echoes the one at the back, along with a curving brick path that borders a new prettily planted flower bed. In the back garden, David's come up with a daring centrepiece.
Right in the middle here, I'm actually going to put Iris's own dance floor. It's this lovely circular area, and take a look at this. It's got that wooden pattern on the surface, but it is in fact made from porcelain. So when Iris comes in and sees this, I'm hoping she's going to be dancing around her own garden.
Francis is getting to grips with the awkward layout of the front garden.
There's all this space here, and it's such a shame that Iris just doesn't ever use it. She comes in through her front door, and to get there, she goes all the way around the outside and up here where the gate is. So I think I'm going to redirect her through her front garden.
So the old fence is coming down, and a new path is being made to welcome Iris home. One of the biggest challenges in the design is to raise parts of the garden to make them more accessible.
I've used the sleepers here to create the raised beds, and it's great for straight lines, but for the curve that we're looking for, I'm going to use these landscape logs. It enabled us to create a perfect circle around the dance floor.
At the bottom of the garden, Kate is replacing Iris's wobbly summerhouse with an elegant but old-fashioned new one.
I love the fact that it's painted already.
And David's come up with a clever trick that's ideal for the more senior gardener.
I put the last sleeper on sideways rather than upright, so it makes it a bit deeper, so it's an ideal bench. So Iris can sit down, do a bit of gardening, and of course, enjoy the sun.
In the front garden, Francis is creating curved raised beds with brick.
So this will perfectly reflect what Alan's doing in the back. Only better, I think.
My plan for Iris is that she's able to entertain and relax outside like she used to and become a gardener once more. That's no easy feat, but our Iris is a very special lady. One of the lessons the land girls lived by was to be thrifty when you can.
I'm going to be using this.
So I'd also like this to be a waste not, want not garden.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Any of Iris's discarded or broken garden knickknacks have been removed and stored next door, and David's having a rummage.
Now that is a plant shelf. Oh, I think we should keep that. And in true wartime spirit, we should mend and make do. It may look a little bit rickety, but if I spruce it up and then bolt it onto the wall, I think it'll be perfect for Iris's pots and containers.
At the bottom of the garden, Katie's building is nearly complete, but the area's still looking pretty bare. So she's fully embraced the wartime spirit and the pullover and breeches and is off in search of inspiration.
80,000 land girls served their country during the war, and today only a handful of them remain, including two of Iris's best friends, Dorothy and Muriel. Whilst the men headed to the front, the land girls had to step into their shoes and manage the farms, rising at the crack of dawn and working till late at night, with very few home comforts. Bath time was once a week in the bike shed.
Iris got in, had a bath, washed her hair, and the door opened, and the farmer comes in, bowling his bicycle.
No.
But, yeah, from then on, the girls, of course, made a big notice that went outside the shed. Land girls bathing Friday nights. No admittance.
Meeting these amazing ladies has been a real privilege, and I think I've just worked out what I need as a centrepiece for my part of the garden.
We are transforming a dangerous no-go area into a beautiful front and back garden for Iris, a sprightly 90-year-old. Frances is keen for her front garden to make the right impression and has asked me to help plant the bed by the path.
I'd really like to crack on with some plants, actually.
Well, pop that broom down. I'll pass them over and we can work out where they go. So you've got 2 golden euonymus. These are evergreen, which is fab because these give us year-round jollity.
I've got a feature going here, which I think Iris will like, but I think...
Will they frame it?
I'm hoping so.
I love that. That's so sort of traditional. That's gorgeous.
Unlike a back garden, front gardens are places we pass through almost every day, so keeping them looking good in every season is something you've got to think about. And to enhance the curb appeal of these standard euonymuses, I'm adding some semi-evergreen bouncy pink phlox.
Now look at that one, right down in the front of your focal point. Now you've got 2 more.
2 more. Well, I suppose 1 on either side of the lavender.
I think so. It's sort of dictating itself, really, isn't it?
We weren't going to go formal, were we? But
well, it's sort of forcing it in, but I rather like it.
But we can greet our guests with more than a feast for their eyes. It's worth remembering their noses, too.
Then lavender, this can go near your front door.
Oh, yeah, well, you can smell it as you go in.
So that when she brushes past, Iris will get this wonderful fragrance coming up.
And also, this is quite nice, body height, bit of clipping regularly, keep it in shape, and it's quite therapeutic pruning these sorts of things, isn't it? Topiary.
And they don't grow too fast, these, do they? Lovely.
That's looking pretty, isn't it?
What on earth have you got?
Well, you know what it's like up north, and we don't have hot running water, so it's going to be bath there, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
There won't be 3 men in this tub.
Cheeky. In such a small space, it's good to use vertical structure to create interest.
Sean, let's have a look at it. How high will it be?
But David's solution is proving rather fiddly.
Can you go a little bit that way, Sam? Wait for me.
Wait for Alan. Is this all right for the dancing and everything? Have you got something for these poles?
Your pole dancing?
Go on then.
I don't...
But now that I'm up here, I've spotted a howler.
Look over there.
Ooh, blooming wheelie bins.
Blooming wheelie
Garden
bins.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do something about that?
Yes, please.
OK.
While chaos reigns in the back garden, Katie's snuck next door for a bath.
I absolutely loved the story of Iris in the bathtub. So what I'm going to do is plant up this tin bath to make it look foamy and suddy. Now to make this look like bubble bath, I'm planting it up with lots of white flowering things. This convolvulus is perfect for this container. It's a dwarf shrub, so it'll stay nice and small. And it has this lovely silvery leaf, which is perfect for that kind of suddy effect that we're trying to create. And it's also evergreen, so even in the darkest days of winter, it'll still look silvery and lovely. And the one plant that's perfect is this, Primula. And it's wonderful, exactly the shape I'm looking for, this little pom-pom. Now, this isn't just about the plants. I want this to be super fun, so I also have some special effects. These. Oh, look at them, I love them. These are going to be my big bubbles. Iris has had so many adventures and has such a wonderful personality. I'm really hoping this is going to make her smile.
Wonderful moment. First plant going in. Biggest ones first, and this is rhododendron. The key thing about planting rhododendrons is never to plant them too deeply, because if you do, they get flower shy. So that root ball is going to be fractionally above the level of the soil. I shall mound soil up to it, but it then sits quite high. Well, that's the first one in. Now just all the rest of them.
Apart from the pergola posts, I still really want to get some structural height into these borders, so I've come up with an idea that I think Iris will love.
Do you want to get up and I'll hike them up?
You're a strong girl, aren't you?
Oh.
Sure. Hang up.
Looks like a rook, this one.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or a castle, yes. And then I'll sink that one down a bit.
These handmade chimney pots will form the main structure, and all I have to do now is plant around them.
Can we have some more plants over here, please?
Your boss is here now, you're in trouble.
All right, stop dressing me up. That's a bit wet, that one.
I'm trying to give myself a sort of traditional mixture of plants. This classic sort of mixed border, really, but raised up a bit. So we've got shrubs mixed with herbaceous perennials, like this lovely Jacob's ladder here, polemonium. Flowers of sky blue just tinged with lavender, really pretty. This is Humberside clay. These are of the earth that Iris is made of, and I kind of feel I want them to sit there proud, showing off their heritage, just like hers. Aren't they wonderful, just as pieces of sculpture?
David's own work of art, the bin store, is on its way. He's used offcuts from the fencing to build a simple, one-sided structure. He's made it tall enough so Iris still has room to get the bin lid open, but he has something special planned for the roof.
I want to put a slight slant on it so any of the water in here will just run off. So what we've got is a lovely planting tray here, and I'm going to put alpines into it. They don't have much of a root system, so it'll be perfect with the soil space we've got. Now, I love these. I had these in the garden when I was a child. It's thrift. Here you go, into your new home. I'll tell you something, by the time I finish this here, she'll be emptying the bins every hour.
Before the garden became too much for her, Iris loved her fruit and veg beds. So I've come up with a growing area that she can more easily cope with. But I'm starting to feel my age myself.
Excuse me, I think... Is that one any? Sam! Turn.
No.
We tried. Oh, yeah. You see, for most purposes, that's quite good. Quite feeble. Very heavy. Any self-respecting kitchen garden, way back in Victorian Edwardian times, would have trained fruit trees like these. Cordons have a single stem, sometimes at 45-degree angle. Espaliers, flat layers, whereas these come out flat and then upwards. But they're all on a single plane. Absolutely
Gorgeous.
beautiful, aren't they?
Love them,
I
really
sure
love them.
These. When the bees get going, when this blossom opens, she should get a good crop of fruits.
Underneath the trained apples, I'm planting carrots, herbs and summer salads that I know Iris will really appreciate.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
I tell you, this is really starting to swing. A few days ago, this garden was falling apart. Iris was banned from walking on its uneven paths and was unable to reach down to tend her old neglected flower beds. But now it's transformed into a colourful patch of memories that'll thrill the gardener, the land girl, and the dancer in her. David has raised the beds in her back garden so that she can tend them just as she used to. Katie's new summer house is full of treasured mementos and is the perfect spot to enjoy the bubble of a fountain and of a bathtub. For more information on how to build this garden, go to itv.com/Alan.
Welcome home.
Oh, thank you.
This wonderful lady has been robbed of the joy of gardening for too long. And considering what she and all the land girls have done and continue to do for us, I can't wait to give it back to her.
Oh boy. That is absolutely gorgeous.
That'll do as a starter. Now, the main course.
Iris, open your eyes.
Oh, that is just amazing. I adore chandeliers. I really do. Oh, gosh. This is absolutely wonderful.
And it's smooth. You can actually dance on it.
Well, of course you can. This dance.
And you can hopefully now reach your beds. They're up higher.
I can now be a gardener again.
You can. See if it works. Does it work?
Oh, it's just the right size. Right height. How clever you are.
Will it make a difference?
Yeah. How could you be lonely?
Yeah, a little bit.
No ballroom cum garden would be complete without music.
Do you come often? I hope you'll come again.
Only if I'm asked. Hope you enjoy it.
Anytime. I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, I suppose I'll have to let those other people in, but, you know, it's so nice on our own, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a garden she can share again, it's time for her land girl pals, friends and family to join.
Mum, oh! Still intact.
Oh boy.
Introducing anybody to their new garden is always a nerve-wracking experience. But I don't think I've ever enjoyed one quite so moving as this one. I know this garden will change Iris's life, and I know that she'll love it. And I'll never forget my little dance. Till the next time, I love your garden. Bye-bye.